So we've got our model. Now let's focus on the database in here, where we kind of want to store a couple of customers inside so that when we make the request from the client to our backend application, then basically we read and then return a response that contains the customers. So we're not going to start with a real database for now, but then we'll change the implementation to use a real database. As you'll see, it's not going to be a lot of work. So for now, let's start with an empty array list and then add 2 customers to it. So within IntelliJ, just before the main method in here, let's have a static block. So static block. And inside of this static block, this is where we're going to initialize our database. So before the static block, let's just say private static list of customer. And I'm going to name this as customers. And inside, I'm going to say customers equals to new and then array list. There we go. Now, in order for us to add customers, this customers list, which in fact is going to be our DB for now, and we're going to change this in a second to a real database. But first, we need to change this to static, because otherwise it will not work. And now we can say customers dot add, and then here I want to add Alex. And Alex looks like this. So this will be new and then customer. Inside the name is Alex. Then the I think first is ID. So ID is going to be 1, and then name, and then Alex at gmail.com. And finally, Alex also has age. So let's say that Alex is 21, and there we go. Extract this to a variable and call it Alex. Let's also have Jamila in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this and then paste it, and this will be Jamila, just like that, and then the name also Jamila. And let's say that Jamila, she's, I don't know, maybe 19. Cool. So now we have basically our database. We populate with 2 customers, and let's test that in fact the database is populated. So here, just before we start the application, I'm going to say south and then customers. If I start the application, just before the application starts, so if I scroll all the way to the top, you can see that we have our customers. So Alex is right here, as well as Jamila. Awesome. So now that we have the database configured, what we need to do next is set up a method that will intercept the HTTP request and then return the list of customers to our client.